second to last question. That's our penultimate question. Penultimate means second to last. It's one of my favorite words. All right. Number 8. Draw an arrow to show the direction in which the object will move. You're drawing an arrow to show the direction in which the object will move. So these arrows are showing two forces acting on the same object. Now, if you'll notice, one arrow is longer than the other, which means more force is being applied from that side. So if you're pulling the object this way and someone else is pulling the object another way, this way, in the opposite direction, the person with more force will bring the object to them. So in this case, the object will be moved sort of down and to the right. Down and to the right. Remember, this is our left and this is our right. So arrows should be going in a downwards direction to the right. Because remember, more force is being acted on this object. You all are really good at that. Now, this is the one can be a little tricky. Remember, with word problems, we like to use our cube strategy. That means we're circling important numbers. We're underlining action words that tell us what to do. And I like that. The other ones are very important. But really, I want you all to focus on circling important numbers, underlining what you have to do, showing your work, and checking it. Asking yourself if your answer makes sense, and showing your work vertically. All right, let's read it together. Polina took 4 days to finish a book. She read 54 pages on the first day, 39 pages on the second day, 65 pages on the third day, and 49 pages on the fourth day. How many pages did she read in the 4 days? Now, I like this because this is giving you a lot of information. The first read is helpful, but we want to read it at least 2 other times. That way we really understand what the problem is asking. So let's do it again. Polina took 4 days to finish a book. She read 54 pages on the first day, 39 pages on the second day, 65 pages on the third day, and 49 pages on the fourth day. How many pages did she read in the 4 days? Now, I like this because if you'll notice, first, second, third, and fourth, those are all your ordinal numbers, which I hope you all still remember. Let's go ahead. I'm going to read it one more time. And this time when I'm reading, now that I know sort of what's going on, I'm going to circle the important numbers. I sort of like to start backwards. I like to start with the question because the question is telling me what I need to find. The question is asking us how many pages did she read in the 4 days. So first, I need to make sure my numbers are pages, numbers of pages. So those are the units I'm looking for. I'm looking for pages. And I'm trying to find out how in 4 days. So I should probably have 4 add-ins because she read a certain number on the first day, then the second day, then the third day, and the fourth day. Now, if I'm trying to find out how many pages she read in the 4 days, that means I'm trying to move all those things together and add them. I'm trying to add. I'm not trying to find out if she read more pages one day than another day versus another day. I'm trying to find out how many pages she added all together. Now, when I hear all together, I most likely need to add. So let's go ahead and see. The first number we encounter is 4. This is talking about 4 days. Now, let's see. Do I need that number? No, I don't. Because I need to know how many pages she read, not how many days it took her. So I don't need that first number. The next number is 54 pages. 54 pages. I definitely need that. And then how many she read on the first day. The next number is 39. 39 pages. I'll need that number because that's how many pages she read on the second day. On the third day, she read 65 pages. So I need that. And then on the fourth day, she read 49 pages. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4 add-ins, just like I predicted I would. And those are the numbers I need to add. Let's see. What I can do is take all of these together, and I know that I need to find 1, 2, 3. There we go. I need to add 54 plus 39 plus 65 plus 49. So right now what I'm going to do is show you all how to estimate to see what around what number should your answer be. Because we want to be able to ask ourselves at the end, does my answer make sense? So 54 is close to 50. 39 is close to 40. 65 is a nice easy number I can add, so I'll keep that one. And 49 is close to 50. 50 plus 50 is 100. And now I have 40 plus 65, which is 105. And now I have a good estimate, a ballpark of 205. So I know my answer should probably be around 205. Or if you're just looking at this problem, should your answer be 54? No. Should it be 54? Should it be 60? No, because I'm adding 54 plus 49. So it's good to have a little estimate of around what number you should have. Now let's figure out what the actual answer is. Now that I know around what number I should have, and this is something you can always do in your head, this is something you can leave out. It's more so just another strategy, especially at the end, to make sure your answer makes sense. So on the real test, find the exact answer first. So I'll show you what that looks like. How would we do that? Let's line up our add-ins. We have 54, we have 39, we have 65, and we have 49. Now, we practiced word problems today, and a lot of us made some computational errors. That means errors adding. So make sure you're following along and adding carefully. Let's go. I wonder if there's anything you could add to make this easier. Right now I'm looking for any facts that I know by heart, that I automatically know. And I think it's just going to be easy if we just go in order. So, let's see. We start with our ones place always. So I'm going to go ahead and separate this just so I don't get confused. Notice how I lined up my ones on one side and my tens on the other. My numbers I'm checking to make sure I have all the correct numbers from the question. Some of you all added correctly, but you added the wrong numbers. So go ahead and double check to make sure you added the correct numbers, the ones from the problem that we circled. Let's go. 4 plus 9 is what? 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. And 18 plus 9 is 27. So I put my 7 in my ones place, and now I need to carry my 2. Carry my 2. And it's perfectly okay if you need to write that out, if you can't do it in your head. That is perfectly fine. Go ahead and you can always write it on this side and then add on this side, just to make sure. It's always good just to double check. You can even add it in the reverse order when you check your work. You do 9 plus 5 first and 9 plus 4. You could even add 9 plus 9 first and then 4 plus 5. Whatever order you add it, you should get the same number. That's a great way to check to see if you got the right number. Add it multiple times in different orders. Let's go on to our tens place. Let's do 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. That's a nice 10. Let's do 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. So now I can add those two tens together, which is 20. And I'll show you what I mean about adding it in a different order. And let's see if we still get 20. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. Now add 2 more, that is 20. So you got our same number even though we added in different orders. That's a great way to check your work. Now our sum is 207. That's your sum. Some common mistakes are forgetting to add this 2 up here or forgetting to carry your 2. So make sure you do that. If you have a 2-digit number, you cannot write it like this. You cannot write your 27 like that. You have to carry that number. All right. And then don't forget at the end, in the sentence, you should write your sum again. Don't forget that box, or don't write a different number in the box. You should write the sum that you got, which is 207. To read it, Helena read 207 pages in the 4 days. Now, if you remember back to our estimation is like an educated guess. We got around 205. We got 205. 207 and 205, that's a difference of 2. So I know that my answer makes sense.